Hello, welcome to Tricia's Cards and Crafts and another in my series of Simple to Stepped Up on Sundays. This week I thought I'd have a go using this set. It's a saleabration set from this year's saleabration catalogue. To get a saleabration item you need to spend at least £45 buying whatever product you want. And then you can choose an item from the catalogue. Some of them are worth £45, with a spend of £45, and some of them you have to spend £90, but this one is one you spend £45 for. And oops, where has it gone? Here we go. Here's the set. It's called Darling Donkeys, and it's got 3 different images on and some nice sentiments and a little, I don't know, like stars maybe. Maybe you'd get that if you were kicked by the one at the bottom. Anyway, this is the set that I'm using because that sentiment and that one are quite small, so, and they are really that small, so I decided to use a different sentiment for the inside of my card, and I'm using one from the Beautiful Friendship stamp set, and Just So Very Happy to Know You. That's what I used on this card, but when I just used the here we go, it's on the inside of that one as well. Okay, so those were the ones I used on the insides. So for this one I'll explain how I made this afterwards, and I've done the envelope as well. There we go, he's having a little, oops, there we go, a little look around the corner of the envelope. And then for this one we've got the inside and the envelope decorated as well. Okay, so that's what I'm going to make today. So I'm going to use this piece of post-it note, and I punched out a circle with this starburst punch, which is in my stash, but you could use any size circle and any punch that you've got, but this is the one I wanted to use for this card. So we have our card here, and I decided to try and put him as centrally as possible there, and then I've used the Stampin Up crumb cake ink pad, and I'm using a small brush. Stampin' Up sell brushes now, but they are sort of, whoops, if I can get it out, this sort of size, but I haven't been able to get an order through yet, so we've got problems with the shipping. So that's the sort of size that you can get a Stampin' Up brush, but these are some I've already got, so I'm using these. This is makeup brush that I bought. So here we go. So you just ink up my brush, just take the worst of it off, and just go, actually, haha, remembered, I'm going to put this circle in the middle. Just, I'm going to have to hold it down because I don't think it's actually, I don't want the brown to go all the way into the centre. I learnt my lesson from the last one, hopefully. Just going to make, I'm using my masks, which I've done before. I've shown you how to use masks before. Don't want to take my finger off because I don't want it to move. And I don't want the ink to go outside of the square, so I'm not going to go onto the edges as far as I can. And there we go. So if I take that away, you'll see you've got another circle inside, and then we've got this one on the outside. Now, what I did, I used the this post-it note, and I stamped the same. This is where I got this from, and I've stamped this out, so I now can hopefully put this in the right place, match that up more or less, and there we go. That will do, because I'm going to stamp my donkey here, and I'm going to use my sitting donkey, but I'm not going to stamp all of it up because I don't want all of it to stamp out. So just going to place him, hang on, he needs to be sitting about there. There we go. I hope that's down far enough. Probably should have put him up a bit higher. Never mind. That's okay. I'll use the pen to just draw this back on. And I'll use the other end because I didn't quite get that right. There you go. He's just popping over the edge of that punch. There we go. That'll do. And now I can take that off. Okay. I'll just carry on with the stamping for now. Get all of that out of the way. Then I'm going to put "Hey there, friend." My stamp. And I'm going to put that about there. And it's wonky. I think I might have put the, yes I did, I've put the actual sticker on wonky, so it's coming out slightly wonky, but it doesn't matter too much because it's fine, it'll be fine. The other thing that I've got here, and I'm going to use my rubber on, is because I did go slightly outside of the post-it note, and you can just about see a faint mark. Hopefully get all of that off. Just with a rubber. There we go. Don't know what that was. Unless I've got something on my finger. Don't remember. There we go. That will be fine. There. So that's the outside of the card, and then for the inside I'm using "So Very Happy to Know You." I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to use my happy donkey, and again I'm not stamping it all, I'm just going to stamp part of it. I'm stamping that towards the bottom, and there we go. So that one's done. And then for the envelope, just on the back, I'm using the other donkey, but I need a little bit of post-it note, this'll do, to go underneath there. And I'm going to use this donkey here, and I'm just going to put him there. There we are. So that he doesn't come all the way down over the flap. Okay, so that's all the stamping done. And then for the colouring, I'm not going to colour this one, so I'm just going to fold this and use my bone folder. There we go. think I would probably have tried, if possible, to have made him go up a little bit higher, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. I'm using the crumb cake again to colour the donkey in. I'm going to colour in his ears, but not these bits of hair, and his face. I would have preferred, if possible, to have used the blender pens, but as I've said before, you can't use the blender pens if you're not going to, if you're doing it directly onto the card. I've also got some smoky slate, and I'm using this one to do these little bits of tufts of his mane on top of his head, just here. There we go. And then for his muzzle, I'm using powder pink. Okay, and again I'm using the brush end just for speed. And there we go. So he looks as though he's looking out of the card. Okay, so hey there friend, so very happy to know you. And then got my envelope. Okay, so that was the first one I did, and I think it looks a little bit better with the centre bit. If you cut out 2 circles that are just plain circles rather than these, or punch them out, that would be probably even better, because I don't know, it fits in okay, but I think it would look nice with just a plain circle. Anyway, it's whatever you like. Now for this card, I've used a slimline card, and I thought it would be nice to have all 3 of the donkeys on the card. So what I did, I used some crumb cake card, and I used my dies to cut out 3 circles. I did measure them all, I tried to centre them all. I measured the sides so that they should have been they're all in line, they're all should be equally spaced, but it doesn't look as though they're quite equally spaced, but it's fine. I did my best. And then I did actually stamp onto the card, and then I thought, but I want to use my blender pens. So then I stamped the 3 donkeys onto a piece of white card, and I coloured them in with blender pens, and then I cut them out, and then I stuck them on, which is why I've got one with a little foot sticking out over the edge. So when I stuck him in and stuck him on, I did leave his foot outside, so that was quite something different, I thought. Okay, so that's how I've done these. I used the crumb cake, the light and the dark, and I used the petal pink for this one, for the muzzle and the ears, and then I used some, I think that one's Poppy Parade light, and some shaded spruce light for the leaf and the stem. And on the inside I did the same thing as I did on the other card, and on the envelope I just put him looking in through onto the corner of the card there. Okay, so I didn't do the back on that one, so I did it slightly differently, but that's how I made this card. And then I used some these were the faceted dots, and I'm not quite sure what colours, but this can't remember which one this is, Calypso Coral I think, which is on, I thought would look nice with this paper. Okay, might be Petal Pink, I'm not sure, but it looks more like Calypso Coral. So those are the cards that I've made today. I hope you enjoyed watching me make the cards, and maybe you'll try them out for yourself if you buy any products from Stampin' Up, and then you can choose your own, whichever you like from the catalogue, the Saleabration catalogue. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you've got any questions or comments or suggestions for other stamp sets to use, you can leave them in the comments below, or you can email me at triciascardsandcrafts@yahoo.com. If you would like any products from Stampin' Up, and you're from the UK, you can buy them from my online shop, which you can find at triciascardsandcraft.stampinup.net, and you'll find lots of crafty goodies on there. And then you'll also be able to if you spend over £45, you'll be able to choose a saleabration item for yourself, which could be possibly the Darling Donkeys. Okay. Thank you for joining me today. If you'd like to see more of my videos, you can click on the subscribe button, and if you click on the little bell icon that's by the side, you will be able to be notified then whenever I post a new video. Okay, thanks for joining me today. Hopefully you'll be able to join me again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.